We are live.
Welcome, one and all.
Three.
Let's hope that we can stay alive for at least a little bit longer as we go into our final episode of Once More Into the Breach. Once more, as we end this one shot, it's been a long day, everyone.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, what, gotta be 7 in the morning now?
3 days later.
Yeah. Who wants to recap the story so far?
Yeah, okay. This seems appropriate. So, a while back, we started, and it was a dream. And then we were in the dream place, and there were weird holes opening. And then my niece got pulled in, and it was really bad. And there was the Starman with the star hands. And he had his star plans that we are now, in the present, working on completing. And so there was some stuff that happened in the middle there, but you can always just replay it if you want to know all of that.
Sure.
There was
12 our loyal watchers, followers.
To our 3 loyal watchers.
I mean, are they really loyal?
3 loyal followers. You 3 get to decide who you are, and the rest of you gotta go. So work that out amongst yourselves. Yeah, so we ended up in Evergreen because our boss, who is a plant person now, or was, and now is dead, sent us here to like deliver some wire. And so we went on this whole road thing, carrying 5,000 pounds of mithril wire. Like that's the thing that makes sense. We've got access to magic, but we're gonna fucking ship this wire to you on a cart. Fine, it's mithril magic. You can't send it by magic. That's just the rule. Okay.
Gotta plow the earth like a.
Yep. So we hired our dwarves to plow the earth, which I think there's a statement there that we probably should look at more critically. And then one of them died, and we were really sad for the other one. And then we got to Evergreen with the help of some dark elves, kind of help the thing. So it was a weird thing with the dark elves, but we left them. And then we got to Evergreen, and there were bugs. There were bugs, and there were plants. And that was kind of it. That was the deal. There were bugs and plants. And then we found out that our former employer was a plant. Both, I mean, I guess
didn't find that out until way later. Wait,
yeah. Well, yeah.
Couple games ago.
There was a little kid.
I mean, the same.
Some dryads.
We've been in Evergreen for a day and a half. So
1.5.
But what a day and a half.
Who becomes
Really?
the CEO now that the boss is dead?
Who becomes the what?
The CEO of our company.
You just want to
Yeah,
crash a boat into a river. It's...
listen, if any of you survive this, maybe you guys.
Nope.
But let's not hold our breath.
I don't like Zeph wants it.
We all together are the CEO.
New board.
Oh, you guys can have that job. No, thank you.
I don't think.
I will be the boss.
But where? Where did we leave off last time?
Last time. Let's see. Let me think this one through. Well,
Got through
was
the corn
last time.
maze.
Yeah, we dealt with the corn maze.
Corn.
Then it was like, oh, hey, we're finally gonna get out. Nope, just kidding. There's a huge pod monster because Austin found a cool model of a zombie version of the thing and was like, let's make a plant version so that I can show off this cool model. Which, to be fair, was a legit play.
That was like 3 games ago, man.
It was, but we killed that thing and it was dead.
No, not the body taker plant. He's talking about
No,
the podling.
I'm talking about the pod
Podlings,
because the big monster thing
right.
that you just cleaved. You might remember this as the monster that lasted for like a half a second because you ran up and went General Grievous on it and it died.
That's right.
I mean, to be fair, that was 2 of my monsters last time, and one of them was a full-on Star Sworn Larva Mage.
That's right.
So,
But didn't it get like hold monstered?
yeah, of course it did. Everything in this game gets hold monstered.
It'd be crazy. You'd think you'd like create a creature that was immune to hold monster just to fuck with us. But anyway,
But that's metagaming.
yeah, and
The DM gets to metagame all they want.
That's true.
that's true.
Not the rule.
Kinda.
100%.
And then we
No,
dealt with
bad
that
case.
thing, and we dealt with the next thing, and then the portal opened, and then this is kind of the important part where we left off. A giant green Ambrosia. Is that what you called it? Ambrosia portal. The silver green grass of Shantae's pleasure domain, and the portal opened and said, "Hey, I got to get this sticky icky all over this town, or else the portal won't close. Of the protection ward won't take effect, and Shantae won't be able to take ownership of this domain." Which seems like its own problem, maybe, but whatever. One problem for tomorrow's people.
Those people.
Correct.
So we
Wait, what do you
said,
mean, those
Jim's
people?
really fast. Jim could do all of these in 3.5 minutes. And so we started. Homeboy was going to take the bottom 9 or the bottom right 9, and we were going to take the rest. But probably we're going to take the rest and then check on Homeboy's 9.
Great. Okay. I saw some fun things being put in the chat. Are we doing are we casting spells on anyone before we head off in our own separate ways?
Yep.
Good question.
Cool. What are we doing?
What are we doing?
We had discussed last game. You were gonna put haste on Jim or something like that, or invisibility.
It's not haste. I have. Hold on. Let me find my Wednesday night game file. I have a list of spells that I'm going to cast on you.
Oh, okay. Because Casey was talking about some spells also. I think like, before we ended the game, but I don't.
Yeah, I remember that. I don't remember the spells though.
A week and a surgery ago, so I don't really remember.
Oh, I also got. Oh, my cantrip is frostbite. By the way, I need to put that. I didn't tell.
Rusty.
Frostbite.
What level is freedom of movement? Maybe that's. Is it 3rd? Maybe it's 5th. Gee whiz.
Yeah.
It's a great spell.
Great spell.
Got me killed once.
Whoa.
Yeah, that was
Because of
Oh,
Casey.
you've told me this story.
It was so good.
It was pretty funny.
Sounds chaotic as hell, and I'm here for it.
Oh.
I've killed Steve's characters, I think, more than anybody else.
Yeah. Wow. Do you mean as a DM?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, I've almost killed Steve's character like 8 times. So
That's because Steve's characters take risks,
that's true.
and then they pay for them.
Very true.
And then they pay for them. Yeah, 100%.
And Steve goes,
And they
"Damn
get
it!"
paid for them.
Casey once killed one of my characters like 4 times, but he had tied him into the plot too tightly for him to go away. So he kept coming back in more and more extravagant ways to the point where everybody's like, "What's going on?" He's like, "Listen, I don't know."
If
He's
he dies,
unkillable.
there's no more game. That's what happens.
That's amazing.
Lessons were learned that campaign.
Yeah, they were. And then I just start killing Steve's characters all the time.
Right.
For real though.
Gotta make up for it.
Yeah. Making up for lost time. Let's.
All right, what are we doing?
Yeah, freedom of movement and long strider on Jim.
Freedom of movement and long strider on Jim. Anything else before we go our separate ways?
What was? Sorry, can you recap what the actual plan was?
Yeah, so you were all given a handful of this ambrosia, this like starlight celestial moss by the Planetar. And the plan is each of these guard towers, so we're here on the map right now, yes?
Each G2 thing.
Each G2,
G2.
each guard tower has a water basin in it that is used to like detect footsteps of large troop movements or other things. Ideally, if you are able to place some of the ambrosia in there, those enchanted cauldrons will be able to make this ambrosia grow, and then you can create a huge arcane ward around the wall of this place.
Yeah.
But you do not have too much time. You don't know how long you have.
He gave us
But-
about an hour, I think is what.
Yeah.
But it was a very hand wavy hour. Like,
It was very much how does time work? What is an hour for all of you mortals?
All right, so you're gonna cast Longstrider, you said?
Mm-hmm.
Casey, are you still looking?
I don't think I have anything that'll last very
Okay,
long.
that's fine.
so-
Can I get Casey? Can you roll me a d10?
Yes, I can. How about a 2?
Okay. Very good. Oh, interesting. Steve, can you roll me a d8?
Maybe. Yes.
1.
Oh. Is that good?
I don't know. Yeah, it was great.
Yeah.
I crushed it. Thank
Sounded
you for asking.
Bobby, can you roll me a d6?
Mm-hmm.
This is going great. And
D4.
yeah, Grace, can you roll me a d4? Wow, holy shit! You all got the first encounter that was there for you. Okay, great. And then Brucht gets the last one. How are we gonna? So here's how we're gonna do this. We're going into separate combats. We're not going to run them as their own combat. What we're going to do is, I am going to give you guys a flat roll that I am going to roll for you. I'm a sucker for actual dice and click-clack rocks, so I'm going to roll blind for you guys. If you want, you can spend your inspiration on this. Okay? This is going to represent... And actually, if you want, inspiration will let me roll 2 of them. If you want me to roll 3 dice for you, you are going to have to give up a luck point or something. But what's going to happen is, if I roll a 1 through 9 for you, really, really, like, terrible things are going to happen. If I roll a 10 through 14, it's still bad, but it's not as bad as it could be. If I roll a 15 or higher, right? So our bronze medal, things are as okay as they can be. All right? Here's how this is going to work. Everyone is going to lose half of their health represented by this. Now, before you all complain, yes, of course, Steve, if you want, instead of losing half your health, you can lose half your key points. Casey, instead of losing half your health, you can lose half of your sorcery points. Bobby, you don't have to lose half of your points, half of your health if you give up both of your portents. And yes, Grace, because you are a rogue, you can use evasion. You only take a quarter. You only lose a quarter of your health. Okay? So the rest of you can choose
Good deal.
between losing half your health or, for some of you, half of your stuff. For Bobby, both of your portents. Okay?
Can you tell us the mechanism for health disappearing?
Yeah, this is all going to represent all of the individual fights that you guys are having.
We'll
This,
find out soon.
in another world, this would have been its own whole, like, 4 or 5 encounters as you all went and did these together. But this is going to just be some stuff going on. Okay?
So, I have a question.
Yeah. What's
Do
your
we
question?
still have Heroes Feast on?
You do still have Heroes Feast on.
So we do have those extra hit points, and we
You do still have the extra temp HP, sorry, not temp HP, just the extra bonus health.
Okay, and that was 15, right, Bob?
15.
Oh, that reminds me, I actually have temp HP also.
Yeah, yes, and don't factor either of those into if you're losing half your health. Okay,
So
it's
just
just
put-
half whatever your health is.
Oh, okay.
Cool.
Yeah.
What are people doing?
Just gonna take the damage.
Damage. Cool.
Damage.
Damage. Casey.
I reconsidered. I'm gonna half my spell points.
Half your your sorcery points.
Yeah.
Got you. Okay, very good.
So, right.
Without further ado, is anyone going to use inspiration for me to see how these go?
I don't
I
have.
got no inspiration.
No
I do.
inspiration. Bobby, you have inspiration. You also, if you already have inspiration, you got inspiration for that great recap you just gave.
Oh. I will give my inspiration to does Vitalia have inspiration?
No.
Okay, you can take it.
Okay.
Kind.
Mm-hmm.
Are we using inspiration on any of this, or am I rolling flat?
Wait, I should not argue for someone else to get it. Never mind. I'll just take it because Vitalia would rather be inspired.
What's the?
It just seems like Jiminy is perhaps more important than I am in the current venture.
Oh, we're all important. So, what's the roll that you're doing? It's just a flat D20 roll.
I'm just rolling a d20. I will let people use their luck on this, but it is a blind roll.
I'll use a luck point on my roll.
Okay.
Since this seems like a
Kind of important thing.
kind of important, and I need all the help I can get.
Yeah, you got it. Then on that, go ahead and burn a luck gem, and I'm going to roll for you. Okay. Let's see. Who did we give that inspiration to?
That was Vitalia.
We gave it to Vitalia. Vitalia, are you using your inspiration or any luck?
Inspiration.
Okay. Fascinating. Okay. Bobby, are we using anything?
Sure. I'll use and in my I'll use inspiration.
Okay. Okay. And then Casey. I don't know if you have anything, right?
Let it ride.
Let's see, baby. Let's go. Last one. Okay.
What's that? What is that? He's a little smiley on that one.
That
Last
would have
one.
been the argument for giving Casey the inspiration.
No arguments. It's done.
I'm gonna make one last roll for Brucht. See how Brucht does as he runs off. Okay.
Are we dead? Campaign
Give me a
over?
second. Let me give me a second really fast.
Has to do some serious math.
Doing some map work.
Calculating the CRs.
And it was a bloodbath.
Like the loading screens on video games, you know?
Reticulating splines.
Uh-huh.
Wow. It's so funny which ones you guys rolled and then which ones. Okay. So I'm going to let you guys roll right now. You are not rolling for your own life. You were each rolling for a different NPC.
Okay.
So we are going to start. Well, actually, we are going to end the way we began with fire.
Oh, it's fire.
Everything is slow. Davian, you walk through. Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. Davian, you walk through this horrifying landscape, and you cannot help but see how similar it is to your vision that you had. As you make your way, you go and find that as you go through these different towers, fighting plants, fighting some of the skeletons, some of the zombies that you left, eventually you find that more and more of the towers that you're getting to have been taken over by the rice puddings coming out of the rice paddies. And eventually make your way into one of the towers that doesn't look like the other ones. This one, you know, doesn't have... This one has a false wall that you find. This one has stairs down the side of it that you're able to find. And this, somehow, this tower goes deep inside the ground as you find yourself in a speakeasy. You find yourself surrounded by barrels. And as you make your way through here, you see unconscious on the ground, his body draped over limp, one of the barrels. Your employee, Carl.
Hey, Carl, man, wake up. And I'll just pat him.
Okay. He's gonna need some form of healing. He is currently at 0. He has got blood running from his head.
I'll cast Cure Light Wounds on him.
He wakes up. Right, what is this? Pulls out his shovel and holds it up to brandish. Goes and looks to you and says, oh, "I saw him, Davian. I saw him."
Who did you see?
"Why, Carl, of course, you gay fuck." He looked at me, and he runs his hand weakly over to your face, and he says, "And you know what he said? He said, Elf or nay." And he points his finger weakly onto your chest. "You're a good man." "What's going on here? What the hell's happening?"
We gotta get this stuff to all the towers quickly.
"Hey, what stuff is this?"
It's ambrosia.
Right, well, here, help me.
I'll help him.
You may have your quest, but Carl gave me mine. And you see he pulls a rope and he has all of these different pieces of like barrels tied together.
Yeah.
And he's trying to make his way up the stairs. Come on, there's not much left.
Yeah, all right. I'll help.
You get your arm under him, make his way up, and he says,
Yeah.
I've never been one for saving the common man, but this, and he holds his rope with all of the golden gulp tied to it. This is my quest. He gets to the top of the wall, says, "For Carl," and starts to fall backwards off the back of the wall. From the back of this tower is a 30-foot drop, and he says,
Just fall.
And you see just as all of the barrels fall after him, he lands standing Teen Wolf style and rides off as all of the barrels fall into your cart, and Pestilence and Famine ride off with him into the night.
Wow. Okay, that's about as good as that could have gone.
Yeah, believe it or not, you succeeded.
Epic quest completed. He gets his destiny.
Yeah.
That's right.
Way to go, Carl. You did exactly what you were supposed to, man.
Carl runs
Proud
off
of
into
you.
the night. Maybe there is some hope yet for this night. And Davian, you continue along the walls running. We're going to cut now to somebody else who runs along the walls. Vitalia, as you run, you see that there are many farmers and Dawnbringers and priests of Palor alike who all have like these weird yellow flowers over their eyes. It's almost like Starro in like Suicide Squad, where like they're looking through this flower that's covering their face, right? And like this weird yellow musk flowers turning them into these zombies as they like stumble, try and get you on the wall. These are no thing that's difficult for you to fight, but as you go further and further, there are more of them, and then eventually there are none. You find your way to a tower that is all silent inside of it. And that concerns you far more than any of the other towers that you've been through already, spreading ambrosia. As you creep your way through, you see, with a huge yellow musk flower covering its insectoid head, looking around is a giant skittering horror. You see a group of people all huddled in the corner, and inside of this tower are different floating gas spores. This blind, skittering horror can't see anything, but it can hear you. Luckily for you, you're pretty damn good at stealth. As you are able to catch this thing, get everyone out of the... you do hear... deep below you, some twigs break on the ground. From a very light-footed, small-footed creature. You pull your blade out of this skittering horror. Anything that you want to do?
No.
Okay.
Oh wait, I
You killed the skittering
Killed
whore.
the
You were able to
skittering
do that.
whore
Yeah.
already,
It took
but
a
then
quarter
there's
of your
little
health. Yeah.
footsteps coming.
Yeah.
I think I just would ready to attack if it approaches, because
You ready an attack and
Yeah.
almost your bow and are aiming your arrow at where you see this thing, and in your dark vision, all you see is two canine eyes looking up at you. As walking into the light is Nuathra.
Take the shot.
And he says, My, I thought all of the farmers here were goners, but thank goodness that the Grain Mother herself sent you to protect us. And he bows deeply to you. What is happening here? What has befallen this place? Why have all of the plants turned against us?
well, we need to get some of this moss everywhere. You want to help?
I can, yes. Here, let me see. Nuathra runs up. You see, following behind him is Osage. Osage runs out and says, I thought we were gonna die. Oh, those big scary thing. I've seen that thing so many times now, but first, Mr. Jim killed it, and now you did. And he runs up and he wraps you up in a big hug. He says, thank you so much.
You're never getting that leg back.
And he is fully attached to your leg. Nuathra turns and says, Osage, we're gonna take you and many of the followers here, and we're gonna get you safely out of the city, yes?
Wait, kids have hands too. We could send this one to take some moss over that way.
Yeah, absolutely. What do you want me to do, Miss Vitalia?
Yeah, just take this lump of moss
You got it!
and take it over there.
This smells amazing! Yeah! He just starts running, and some of the other kids that are there also grab, and he's like, come on!
I'm using child labor.
Yeah, absolutely. You're gonna use them. They start spreading it to more. Man, I really thought we were gonna lose a lot of these guys. Nuathra stands up on the wall and says, Citizens of Evergreen, we are going to make a quick exit from the city. And one of the Dawnbringers steps up and says, I don't know what it is that you are talking about, but on whose order? And Nuathra quickly says, respectfully, put a sock in it, Galir. This is Evergreen. And if you want to feel guilty, do it on your own time. But if you want to help these people get out of the city, do it now before there's no people left to lose. And he jumps up and he, kicks one of them in the face.
Yeah.
Vitalia, you run off with many of these children to put more of this ambrosia into the water supply, and you see as more of these vines begin to spread. We zoom in on these vines in a cinematic way and zoom out on the ambrosia that is safely in Zephyrus's hand. Zephyrus, you fight through not only yellow musk flowers, but also tri-flowers and man traps and all those terrifying things that you know about because you ran Tomb of Annihilation, my friend. As you're running through them, cutting down assassin vines and all that stuff, you eventually start fighting more and more gnoll witherlings and more of these gnoll skeletons. And a thought crosses your mind, how many goddamn times I'm gonna have to fight these fucking gnolls, man? And as you get there, suddenly the gnoll witherlings and the plants all already taken care of. And they are all burnt to a crisp.
That was easy.
You make your way along the wall, and you see that this wall seems to have been hit by powerful magic. Some sort of fire magic. And as you walk, you step on something that crunches under you, and you see a charred, splintered wooden hand holding onto a broken sickle.
The barkeep. Maybe.
No. The barkeep had the hoof.
Oh, a wooden hoof. That's right.
You gave a wooden hand to somebody else, somebody who had a sickle. somebody who would maybe be able to cast some powerful magic. Maybe not fireball, but some druidic magic, and not know that any fire that's cast.
The satyr.
The satyr?
Not know that any fire that was cast would be centered right on themselves. You slowly make your way along the wall, and as you get to the tower, you see a giant hyena.
Yeah, looks familiar.
A huge hyena. Not standing. This is not a knoll. This is a giant hyena. It does not have blood. And you see, sitting on this hyena is a hand that is holding something that you all forgot to pick up. Holding a bag of tricks.
Bag of tricks?
Yeah, that's right. And you look up and see, sitting on this giant hyena is the one-handed Skola, who looks a bit scorched, but somehow, believe it or not, also survived, and looks to you and says, "All right, Zephyrus, you made it."
I did. How'd you get here?
I can't tell you, truly. I ran off when all of you cast that force field around yourself and the zombies were all running everywhere, but I found this. I found my bag of tricks, and these have been some nasty fuckers that have been fighting us, haven't they?
Yeah,
all these skeletons and the plants, and I normally love plants, but this is a bit much even for me.
Yeah, I agree.
Aye, what's happening here?
This is like the end of the world shit, man. Look,
What?
I got this. Planetar gave me this. I gotta make it grow in the cisterns of these guard towers. You want to help?
Oh, all right. What is this? And he picks it up and says, "I've never seen a plant like this. This doesn't look like it's anything of this world."
Yeah, I think that's the idea.
Aye. Well, what is it that you're trying to do with it here?
We're gonna put it in the guard tower cisterns. It's gonna grow and it's gonna help protect the city as something from out of this world is coming.
Aye. Well, I'm not sure if I believe that this would be able to grow in time, but you know what I can do? And he starts concentrating on a spell, and you see that before you even put it in the water, this ambrosia just starts sprouting vines like crazy as he starts casting plant growth. And he says, "How far around this place do we have to get?"
The entire city.
Oh, well, may my leaky protect us. Here's the thing, Zephyrus, listen. Right? You've always got to be kind, and you've got to try your best, right? I believe that. But there's a sense in... there's no sense in being a fucking pushover, right? If you come for the trees, you better be ready to never fucking leave, right? You understand me? All right? And he does like a crazy satyr war dance, pulls some of the blood of the like downed enemies around him and sprays it on his face and like does like this war cry into the earth and says, "All right, now let's save the city, eh?" And he turns into a bird and flies off, and you see that all of the walls past you, the ambrosia starts growing even crazier and crazier. Wow, damn, you guys have had some lucky rolls at the beginning there.
And then there was Steve.
He used a luck point. He should have the best shot at this.
That's true.
Luck doesn't mean good luck.
Jim, like a blur, you have never moved this fast in your life. Your winged boots are carrying you as fast, or I'm sorry, your little wings on the bottom of your your insectoid wings carry you as faster than they ever have. Some with the help of magic, mostly just by your determination to do your fucking job. And as you cross through this, you see, you hear shouting and people fighting off in the distance. You see people running for their lives as you make your way across the walls. You've made your way to like 5 of these towers by now, just going and dropping Ambrosia in and not even looking back to see you. You're just gotta get this job done. The only thing that stops you is you hear a familiar voice, and you see as you are not too far from where all of the zombies that you left have all centered. And as you land, you see many of these zombies have been shot with arrows through the, like, straight in the butt. Some of them have been, like, their belts have been cut and their pants fell and they've been shot in the head. And some of them have been, like, hoisted up with ropes. It's a true, like, carnival of violence that you see as just, like, the most malicious slaughter you've ever seen. And as you make your way, you finally see the source of your voice, of the voice that you heard, manacled to one of the trees to keep themselves upright, as all of their wounds are too grievous for them to stand. And holding a sword at their side as they have fought off the rest of the zombies, covered in bites. Their leg looks like it was almost pulled clean off. You see your good friend Regina. Just doing what she can to protect this town. As you approach, she says, Jim. Well, you've looked better, huh?
Yeah, I'm the one who looks terrible.
Man, I really let this town go to shit, didn't I?
Yep.
You know, I wanted so badly to have people who would have to listen to me, right? All of the militia who would come and work for us, they didn't respond to me. They were volunteers, they were farmers, they weren't fucking soldiers. Yeah, and she holds her side as you see that there's a huge gash going from just above her, or just below her shoulder down to, like, her thigh, bleeding profusely. And she says, these Dawnbringers were qualified and powerful and saying they would follow me, and then you come in and I see that you don't need authority to command your followers. You just use respect.
That's not really exactly true, but I mean, they are paid employees of the same company. Do you need, like, me to cut you down from that branch?
If you could.
We're gonna chop the branch. She's a lot bigger than Jim. I don't think he's gonna.
Yeah. Oh yeah. You're gonna struggle to lift her up. She falls heavy into your forearms. Tell me true, Jim. Do you think the town will make it out?
I give it 50-50, but we're doing what we can.
Well, if it's any case, I'm glad I got to see a good friend one more time. Now go save this place, damn it! What are you doing here with me?
That's a really good question, Regina.
You hear the twisting and creaking of metal, and you see some of the treants that you saw before that had died. Their undead corpses lumber towards you.
All right, I'm gonna turn to Regina and be like, sorry, I miss you, bye. And he's gonna kill her himself.
Oh, okay, great. She was gonna heroically go stand up to these treants for you, but yeah. Nope. She says, as you plunge the knife into her, she says, I will plunge into hell itself. with only my... and falls down dead. And you run.
Just running.
Continuing your job. All right. Last one. The final one. As you all make your way back, you see each other. You see each other from far off in the fields as you're all running back. Jim is gonna get to any of you faster than anyone. You all see a fifth person running back towards the center of town. And when I say person, it's more like a group of people. As you see sprinting, galloping, using their powerful wooden replaced hoof.
Yeah.
This centaur barkeep, who used to be one of the forest guard, on his way hitched to him, he's wearing a saddle, and hitched to his saddle is a huge cart with just like so many people piled on it. He is not moving fast, but standing on the saddle. Yeah, Cletus runs towards you. Standing on the saddle and bending down to spank the ass of this centaur, you see your party member Brucked, just like, "Come on, horsey, we got to go faster!" And the barkeep just says, "You don't have to spank me, I'm running as fast as I can." As they
or
run...
at least use a whip. Come on.
You all see that there is a grove of those treants that is coming for them, and is probably going to close on them before they can get past. Brucked jumps off of the centaur, sprints, and jumps onto one of the treants and just starts like whacking it with his staff and just like die, going crazy, climbing up this thing. All of these treants start to encircle. Jim, you are running as fast as you can to do anything, but it is almost too late. You see the only figure who feels they might be able to do anything on this wagon. Our good friend Franklin, who is not actually on the wagon, he's behind and he's a little bit slower as he is a turtle. Goes to cast his spectral shield on himself, his shell. And then at the last minute, the shell moves off of his body, and he finally is able to cast an arcane ward to cover the group of people and protect them. As you see a giant turtle shell, spectral turtle shell, covers this group of people.
Very cool.
Unfortunately, as Franklin is not in them, one of those treants turns to him. It's hollow, like, you know how spooky trees have like the eyes and the mouth. It puts its branch arms into one of those and pulls and rips its bark off, opening its jaw even more, and expels a green gaseous breath attack. I'm just using all of the monsters I didn't get to use on you guys.
This is great.
And you see Franklin scream, "No, no, no!" Hold up his hand, and his hand is the last thing you see as it gets taken over by this green poison breath.
Oh, poor Franklin.
Not Franklin.
He's the best NPC.
I know.
The spectral turtle shell holds as his arcane ward protects, and you see many of the people in that spectral shell go from fear at thinking they're going to die to relief and excitement at seeing Franklin do this, and then far more fear at seeing that their boy, their dearest Franklin, just got hit by breath.
Silvery barbs.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Probably not the worst outcome, and you're going to make it a worse outcome.
No, that's not how it works.
Hang on, I have to think for a second.
It's a luck point.
You see the hand disappear, the fog dissipates, and you all realize it's a really lucky thing you had this 12-year-old kid smoke a bowl of Heroes Feast with you, as he is fully immune to poison damage.
There we go. There we
Yeah.
go. There we go.
You made it.
So glad we gave him a bite of the hero's feast.
Wow, seriously. Bruct, goes, you know what trees don't like? Fire! Luckily for all of you, he isn't able to cast Fireball. He casts something else far more, like ice, one of the other spells. Makes enough of a diversion that now, yeah, all of the people are going to be able to escape, and Bruct rides off with all of the NPCs. As you see in the distance...
Flying pots.
Yeah. Clanging pots and pans behind them as they ride off, and he takes them all to safety. You all collect yourself here in the town center. You see the green ivy that was going to take many more hours to spread. With the help of Scola, the bird concentrating on plant growth, it's like that scene in Fantasia 2000 when the dryad flies over it. You see the entire cement wall slowly get covered in vines that are bursting with these stars. These stars that are somehow part of these vines that you see, and you go, thank goodness, now Shantae will have domain over this, control over this domain of hers, and we are safe. Star spawn that we're attempting to. Oh shit, we're fighting star spawn. And I think some of you might think back to all of the star imagery that you saw instead of the sun imagery at the place of Palor, and see all of these stars that are coming out of these vines. And as the last tower's vines connect, the sky disappears above you. And when I say the sky, it's difficult because the sky is darkness. But the darkness, suddenly there is a portal opened above you, and in that darkness there is now stars, and there's a strange purple haze that's going throughout it, and you see not into Elysium as you might have expected, but you see a portal into what you can only assume is the far realm. From the walls all around you. What's that, Casey?
So Jimi Hendrix comes?
That's what
Jimi Hendrix flies down. You're all looking for the Planetar. You don't see the Planetar, nowhere to be seen. You're waiting to see the face of Shantae, or hell, even Palor, who knows.
Yeah.
And instead, flying down towards you is a tentacle. This tentacle seems to be made of eye stalks and maws and teeth, of hair growing through different parts of it. And you realize you've all been damn bamboozled.
Damn bamboozled.
Yeah.
I'm gonna need everyone, as you see this tentacle of Hadar himself, the endless hunger, strike into the center of town. Everyone go ahead and roll initiative.
Damn Planetar.
Okay. I don't understand how he lied to us, because we had those really great insight and whatever checks.
Your insight check was, I told you, you got a silver. I told you that he was being he was telling you the truth about the plan not working, about Maxine's portal.
Yeah.
That was all true.
Are we going to be on a battle map before we start rolling initiative?
Yeah. Let me move you there really fast. Hey, don't do that.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Classic.
Okay, let's see. And the epic music starts to play.
Did I lose any hit points?
You said Did you go down half hit points, or did you go?
I chose hit points.
You chose hit points.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
So
just-
you lose only just your, not the extra that you have from Hero's Feast or the temp.
So just your base HP halved
Yeah.
plus whatever
Gotcha.
bonuses you got.
Okay.
All right. I'm gonna let you guys know how this is gonna work. You are fighting Hadar right now, a full-on Elder God.
Mm-hmm.
At the top of every turn, I'm gonna roll a flat d20. If I crit, you are no longer fighting just the tentacle of Hadar that he's using to pull himself into this realm. You are fighting the Eldritch Horror dying star himself, okay? Only if I crit.
How much do we know about Hadar? Besides,
Your characters probably still don't know it's Hadar.
okay.
We
But
should
you know what? I'll
select our
let
token.
anybody roll a religion or arcana check if you want.
Okay. I got a 29.
Did you have advantage of that?
Yeah, that's 24.
Did I have? I thought I had advantage on it. Hold on.
24. I think you know that this is 24 is going to be good enough to know that this is definitely Hadar. So you know not only like we're being attacked, we've been bamboozled. Like this is really bad. And that this is Hadar. Hadar is the dark, formless hunger. Hadar used to be a living star that burnt out into nothingness and now exists in a void of empty darkness.
Consuming everything in its path.
Yeah. Bobby, did you end up getting a 29? Did you have advantage?
Maybe I didn't. I can't find the thing that I thought gave me advantage on those rolls. So
Okay.
we'll just say it was a 17. Casey's thing
Cool.
was good enough.
All right, great. Then that's all you guys get from that. Let me see.
Consumer is here. That's what I tell everybody.
All right. Good luck, everyone. If you guys want to go ahead and put yourselves... Are you able to move yourselves on this map?
Let me see. I think so.
Can't select my
Ooh.
token.
All right, let me get rid of her.
I can move your token.
Oh, okay.
I don't know why, but
I think he
Wait.
gave you permission to do it last game.
I got a 7. Nice.
Let me do this.
Strictly average.
I'll get rid of her if you want to put Vitalia back in.
Okay. So I do that by grabbing from
The name.
It's not Vitalia.
on here.
Good lord.
That's Vitalia, isn't it?
No, I don't
There
think
we
it
go.
is.
I got it. I
Oh.
could
Did not work.
and finish it up.
You have your banish spell ready, Bobby?
It won't work.
Oh, damn. Okay.
We created a portal, so this thing is,
Oh.
it's connected to their place.
I'm guessing it's not a third level spell or lower, right?
Probably not. I don't know.
Nah, sorry.
You have Hold Monster?
I mean, do. I want to know.
Nice.
All right, let me put this into
So I
descending.
imagine this thing like this, like tentacle. The portal opens, the tentacle coming down, and Zeph being like, "It's Hadar, the thing from out of it's the thing." And Jim being like, "Okay, great. Can we kill it?"
Very good. All right, yeah, Jim, you got the first initiative. Go for it.
Oh boy, Jim is not super happy. Let me check my item. I don't think I can use my item anymore. Next dawn. It has not been dawn. All right. Oh, we're coming in hot then. Gonna go
Cool.
here. And we're gonna make 2 attacks with my lightsabers.
Great.
That's a crit.
Whoa! Holy shit.
Starting off strong, Steve.
Starting off strong indeed.
Yeah.
Jim's like, I have had it with this shit. I just want to get this job done. He rushes in. Ooh. 17
Wow.
plus 11. So 38 points of damage on the first hit. Radiant.
Holy shit.
Very strong start.
And
Yeah.
I'll spend a key point to I don't think this is gonna work, but we have to try.
Okay. So you're gonna try and stun it?
I'm gonna try.
I wonder, is it immune to being stunned?
We're gonna find out together.
Well,
Well,
shit.
Succeeds.
Yeah, when you got
it
a
literally
plus
can't
15.
fail. So
Yeah. He
Good
could have
to
rolled a
know.
1.
It can roll a 1.
oh, that's right. This is special
Austin-
rules. Austin
Special
rules.
rules.
All right. Well, I'm
Also,
gonna do
I think always if you roll in that one, you fail, right?
not on save, only on attack rolls.
Oh,
Not on,
wow.
not on
Okay.
skill checks. Not on saving throws.
A5E changed that, though.
All right. Well, we're gonna make my second attack. Does a 23 hit
Yeah, 23 hits.
for another 18 radiant,
Okay.
Nice.
and then I will spend my. No, I'm going to spend a key point to dodge,
Okay.
and that will be Jim's turn.
Question for Austin. As we
Yeah, what's
see
up?
Jim starting to strike with his sunblade, do we see any of the radiant damage getting through this creature?
The radiant damage does hit this creature, but it doesn't, like, mess it up. Like, it doesn't do any extra damage to it. You know what I mean?
But it
Okay.
penetrates.
It does. All of your damage goes through.
Perfect. Love to hear
You
it.
see that you're cutting into what you cut into is like this horrifying screaming maw with like all different types of teeth that coming out of it, almost like it should be a tongue, is a scorpion tail, and you like cut into that and cut the scorpion tail in half. And as you cut it in half, it opens like an eyelid and there's an eye inside of it. This thing is horrifying.
Yeah.
All right, that is Jim. After Jim, it's going to take a legendary action.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
It is going to use a legendary action
To give up, to surrender.
yeah, exactly. Let's see. It's going to teleport.
Non-life.
Let me put what it does. It's going to do this legendary action. It can teleport up to 30 feet to an unoccupied space it can see and make one attack. So it is going to teleport 5, 10. Sorry. 5, 10,
Oh no.
15. And the rest of its movement is it is now 15 feet up in the air. I want to point out to you guys, 20 feet up in the air is a huge portal into the far realm. Okay? So the only way to escape this battle is to run through the front door of the whole abbey, of all of Evergreen, right? Which is far miles away. Because up above you 20 feet from the top of all of the towers is this portal that covers the entirety of Evergreen.
Hey, Dave, didn't your vision say that when shit went real bad, go to the church?
Yeah, but wasn't that from the Planetar, though?
Was it the Planetar?
Yeah, it was the
Okay, never
Planetar.
mind.
Yeah, so fuck.
Yeah, so it's
Yeah,
going to move
you're right.
here, and it is going to hit, let's see, it is within 15 feet of Zeph. So Zeph, it is going to hit you with a Lashing Maw, as you see a full-on pharyngeal jaw strike out. Does that hit you? 29?
No.
Oh, okay. Good old mithril armor. All right, we're going to move on then.
No, yeah.
You brace for impact as you take 25 damage, 10 piercing, and 15 acid from this thing.
Oof.
Ow.
It's not good.
Not at all.
All right. That is Vitalia.
Okay. It's 15 up in the air.
15 feet up in the
So-
air.
Too far for anything fun. But I guess I can shoot a bow at it.
Great.
All right. Oh wait, do I? Yeah.
You crit.
Oh.
Yeah.
Damn,
yeah.
you guys are fucking this guy up. Everybody has crit so far against it.
Yeah. It's a sign,
Let's do it.
No sneak attack, alas.
sadly.
I'm right next to it. I'm.
It's 15 feet in
no,
the air.
It's 15 feet up in the air.
You're right. Sorry.
All right, so
Oh, but it's okay
14
because
damage.
Bellis, my invisible fairy dragon, is right next to it.
He can fly right next to it on your turn if you wanted to.
Oh.
It's not on the map.
And that's because he's invisible 5 feet away from the monster.
No. Great. Okay. Anything else? Bonus actions? Actions?
Hmm.
You got
Bonus
something called, like,
action.
draw its ire away from the caster? Because that'd be kind of cool.
Eh.
I don't know if there's anything more I can do.
It would be great if we had a tank, like a barbarian or
Let's call it
something.
good.
That'd be really cool.
That's it? All right.
Yeah.
Well,
Jim's practically a tank. Actually, he's got
that's true. He's going to spend another legendary action. He's going to Zeph, you are going to be hit by the coil of Hadar. A full-on gateway opens between you and this realm of Hadar, as you can see a full-on another tentacle, but this one not made of flesh and sinew. This one just made of full-on darkness lands. You can hear more tentacles like inside of it. This thing is going to land right on top of here. Hang on, let me add it to the thing. It's going to land right there.
You put radius from that spot.
Yeah.
Cool. Succeeded dexterity saving throw.
Yep. So that's going to affect you at the start of your turn.
Okay.
this is for all the hold monsters, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%. You are suddenly blind and just feel all of these tentacles pretty much just made of darkness, you think, and you see it come. It comes from the realm above you. This is another tentacle. As you look into this darkness, you can't see anything, but you look up and you sense this is a tentacle from Hadar himself, using it to lure himself into this world. Oh, I'm sorry. I said at the start of all of this, I was going to roll to see if I crit for Hadar, huh? Let me do that really fast just to see if all of this is mute.
You can skip
Nope. Okay.
Okay.
So he didn't come in. Hadar did not enter the world. Next up is the Star Spawn's turn.
Cool.
Casey, it is not cool. It's awful.
Not really at
It's
all.
not even remotely
Is-
cool.
Going to
Take a nap.
Star Spawn is going to do
It's like
this. He's going to. You see that all of these mouths open up, and just spew acid damage. Let's see. So it's going to hit Jim, Vitalia, and Davian. I'm going to need all of you to make me a DC 23 Dex saving throw.
Oh boy.
As you see acid just shoot out of this tentacle.
Oh,
fuck,
no.
You got that luck point, bro? You
I
got
do have that luck point, and I'm going to use it
Take none.
because
Use it.
otherwise I will literally die. So
Yeah.
Wow. All right.
we're going to use a
So-
luck point and make it, and instead take no damage.
Great. No damage. No damage. Davian, what you gonna do? Jim, do you have any luck points left?
I have one left.
Oh, got you. Davian, you got a 22. Okay, cool. Davian, you literally just miss. So you try and move out of the way. You were going to take 52 acid damage. 52 acid damage from this thing.
What?
And next to you, because you failed, appears a little friend.
I'm sure you don't want a luck point on that one, Davian.
My dex plus is 3, so I'd have to crit to pass. I got a
Oh,
19.
I guess.
You see that of all of this acid that hits you, a lot of it coalesces and turns into just like a smaller version of this thing as a gibbering mouther appears next to you. Some people were joking about gibbering mouthers earlier, and it's all coming to bite you in the ass right now. The gibbering mouther gets to go right after the star spawn. It is going to spit blinding spittle into the center of you guys, and then I'm going to need all 3 of you to make me a DC 13 dex saving throw.
I did it exactly.
Perfect.
Hey, Bobby, do you have absorb elements, by chance?
I do.
That would be a good time to use that spell.
That's a good point. I'm going to take half damage. Thanks
That's a
for the
great
reminder.
point. That's a great point. All right, so 25 or 26?
26, I got
26 acid damage to you. All right, that's its whole turn. You know what? Actually, this thing is going to spawn right here next to you.
That's all it's got? Really?
That's
it?
That's its whole turn. That's all it's going to do. Zeph, buddy, that's you. You are in a cloud of darkness. On the start of your turn, I need you to make me a dex save, right? Yeah.
At the start or the end?
There's something that happens at the start and something that happens at the end.
You automatically take damage at the start of your turn.
Yeah, so you need to make... Sorry, no dex save. So you're going to take just 2d6 cold damage right now.
Mm-hmm.
5, okay.
Yeah, so you take 5 cold damage. If you end your turn in this darkness, you will take 2d6 more.
Which I can't see anything.
Yeah.
I have an idea.
Cool.
I don't know if this is gonna work. So, Mr. DM Austin,
Yeah.
I would like to pray to my god using the Amulet of Crufix for assistance.
Make me a religion check with advantage.
And I would like to channel my divinity into that, if possible.
Wow. Okay. You know what? I'm gonna say if you spend your channel divinity on that, because you only get 1, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna say I'm gonna give you a plus. I'm gonna give you a plus. Plus. What do you have as religion? What's your plus to religion?
A 5.
Okay, I'm gonna give you plus 10. If you can get a 25, right? You have 50% odds.
Okay.
Something awesome is gonna happen.
Okay.
You got a 17. Congrats.
Hey! Wow!
I'll take that.
You unlock this fucking amulet, my guy.
Dear God, sorry to
So-
disturb you, but
He basically goes down on a knee and starts chanting the names of all of the names that he knows.
And he's got like all of them now, right? Like
Yeah,
maybe that
yeah.
was the line. Yeah.
He's got like a list, right? And he's got it memorized.
Yeah.
And he says, like, let me be your vessel.
Wow. Wow.
did he memorize it in like a sing-song way? Like
Oh,
like,
for sure. It's the only way you memorize that much
right,
information.
like the states, like Alabama, Alaska.
Yes, that's it. And he, because he learned it from the Aarakocra, it's a little dance to go with it too.
Yeah. He's just.
Fuck, this is so cool. I'm currently trying to go, what else can I do instead of what it was going to do? Because I'll tell you what this thing was going to do. It was going to let you cast control weather once per day for free. That's so lame in this moment. What do you want to do? Do you want to just do a bunch of damage to this thing, or do you want to?
God fight.
My thought is that if I can start channeling energy to start banishing it, like with lightning kind of thing, like pushing it out of our realm.
Okay, cool. You suddenly back to that storm void you were in when you were last making your death saving throws. And you see that this cloud below you, and you are fully able to fly in this dreaming that you're in. This cloud below you lights up with lightning that is in so slow motion that the lightning you see is able to take the shape of a face, and that lightning face is able to articulate, and it speaks to you and says, "You made it through to me. How did you accomplish this? I see." And suddenly your eyes, everyone else, the rest of the party see Zephyrus's eyes open and blinding lightning shoot out of his eyes. And there's a huge, from where you are, Zephyrus, huge slow motion thunderstorm is from this thing's eyes. 2 huge lightning bolts come up, and it says, The tethers it has to your world make it stronger. And you can see that from your eyes, he's looking at the darkness that you were just in, and see how that column of darkness stretches all the way up, and you see the true form of Hadar, and see that he is going to send out more of these and use them to pull himself to your world. These actual columns, you see that they can be severed, and in this moment, they're going to have vulnerability to lightning damage from you, and you can once per day cast chain lightning for free with this amulet, and for the rest of this fight, all of your lightning damage will be will have your channel divinity feature.
Nice. Okay.
Dang. All right.
I'm gonna say though that is your action.
That's fair.
Okay.
Yeah.
So big thing that you know that this column of darkness that came down and hit you, it was not aiming for you. It was aiming just for this realm. That is actually Hadar sending out like tendrils to pull himself closer. What those are going to statistically do is when he makes those rolls for every column that exists, there he gets +1 to what he has to roll to come in.
Okay.
Right? So because that column is there, he gets in on a 19 or 20.
Okay.
And you know that they can be destroyed, and they now have vulnerability to lightning damage.
Gotcha. Okay. That's very useful information.
Yeah.
I am going to just roll a d8 to see which direction I move because I'm blinded.
Amazing.
1, 2, okay. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I don't think I'm out of there yet. Okay.
Also, you have half movement in this place.
Oh. Okay. Let me go back.
Yeah.
5, 10, 15. Okay, even worse. All right. I don't know where I'm going.
All right. End of your turn, you're going to take 2d6 acid damage.
Okay.
So you take another 5.
Hey. That's me.
That is you. All right. Next up, before Davian goes, I'm going to have this Star Spawn go. He's going to take a legendary action. He's going to Coil of Hadar. And he's going to send this one right here. Uh-oh. Hang on, that was wrong. Oh, I pulled it from the wrong place. Right here. Yeah. No. There. All right. Another one of these inky tendrils comes down. Davian, that is you.
Austin, I think Davian's probably like, I mean, boggled about the thing that's in front of us, but more worried about like closing the rift.
Yeah, for sure.
Could I make an Arcana check or something to figure out how to close the rift?
Sure.
All right, I'll use my action to do that. I'm gonna use do I have inspiration or is it luck points? I'll use a luck point so that it's 27. Is that right?
I'm gonna let this be free.
Oh, okay.
You try and figure out what you can. This stuff that you were given was not really ambrosia. This was something called alkalith. It's an aberration. It's an aberrational plant that forms and creates portals. So if you could go and like chop up a section of this stuff, it would dismiss it, but it is actually a being that when it creates a loop, it makes this portal, right? So what you know on a 27 is what you can do to stop this is plan B. And plan B was awful.
But the only thing we can do to stop it now is plan B and thus portal this whole town to the Outer Realms?
Yeah.
Okay, well.
So I'm going to say that's a free action.
All right. Let's see.
I'll also say you probably also figure out the same thing Zeph figures out. If you can stop all of these tentacles that Hadar is sending out to pull itself from this world, you will pause it like entering for a moment, right? Like if you can sever all of these things that he's using to pull himself in, you will greatly diminish. You will buy yourself some time.
Gotcha. Okay, so really the focus right now is getting rid of this thing.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to try and run to the other place,
no. If we think getting rid of one of these things is the way to go, then that's what we should do.
For sure.
Part of me wants to be like polymorph, but anyway, probably that doesn't work. You're a chicken now. Now go back off of this planet.
Hey, you can try whatever shenanigans you want to try.
I'm gonna try.
Its con save is very high.
Its con save is very high. What level spell is this? Hold on. No, that takes a minute to cast, so never mind.
Casey, to answer your question, you all ran to the center of town, so like that would help it, but like way closer than any of those guard towers is it would be faster to run to the portal than to run to the guard tower.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to figure out what clever thing I can do to help the party. I'm gonna cast Fire Shield, I guess. I don't know.
Cool.
And that's what I got for right now.
All right, so
fire damage since your thing just seems to be doing cold stuff.
If I hit you at all, I take fire damage?
Yeah.
Correct?
Yes.
Great, thank you. I'm going to teleport.
Oh, that was the other thing I wanted to do. I wanted to get away from this mouther.
Yeah, go for it. Hang on. Make me a strength saving throw first.
Strength saving throw. I'm great at those.
Great.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, no worries.
19. Cool. What was the strength save for?
Can you also make me a wisdom saving throw? I forgot to do this.
Yeah. 22.
Okay, great. You're all fine. Thank you. That's just the things that the guy can do. You can take your movement as normal.
Okay. I'm gonna go not there. Come on, game. I'm gonna go here.
Cool.
And
that is the before we try and get in here, I am going to, let's see, I've used one so far. I'm gonna teleport and take an attack. I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I'm going to attack you, Jim.
Rude.
Okay, I'm still dodging.
That's true. So 24.
Silvery barbs.
Okay.
Take the 24, I guess.
Yeah, 24. 24.
Yeah, that'll be a hit.
You're gonna take 30 psychic damage as this thing, fully able to see you in this darkness. You just it opens a telepathic channel with you, Jim, and just shows you the image of Hadar in his fullness. And as you try and understand what doesn't make sense to your brain scrambles as you take 30 points of psychic damage.
Yeah, fair
But
enough.
Jim, that's you.
Hooray!
Oh, I'm sorry. Before that, Hadar is going to make this on a 18, 19, or 20.
Oh my
Wow.
god.
Darn, we lucky.
All right, Jim, that's you.
All right. Well, none of these eggheads have shared any information with Jim.
You are in darkness. You are blinded right now.
I'm in
You're going to
darkness
take
and
some cold damage.
2d6
And-
cold, right?
Make me a strength saving throw. You take 3 cold damage. Yeah, you're fine. So the ground around this thing that you can't see is suddenly, like, as you stand on it, you feel yourself sinking into it, almost like quicksand.
Okay. Crap. I'm blinded. That's not good. Trying to think if there's anything fancy I can do. I can. This is difficult terrain, but I can fly.
It's a whole column.
It's a whole column. Okay. So anything
Yeah.
in the column is difficult terrain.
Yeah.
Okay. Good point. Very good. That's not my favorite. Okay. I'm going to, I'm going to start by attacking this gibbering guy. I know that I'm blind, so it's going to be a disadvantage.
Okay.
13.
That hits for sure.
A 13 hits?
13 hits.
Oh, okay. For 17 radiant.
Okay.
And that'll hit for 15 radiant.
Okay. Both have hit, but this thing is still up.
Whatever. I'll bonus action to attack it again.
Go for it.
So that's a miss. Actually, no, it's not. I'm going to spend a key point to make that a +1.
Nice.
So I rolled
Um,
or does it work that way? I actually
okay.
don't know. Let me double check that.
What do you mean?
So I have a thing here.
One's always a miss, Steve.
One's always a miss. Yeah, I think you're right. All right, never mind.
Yeah.
I just miss. Missed that
Okay.
one.
Yeah, save the key point. You can move if you want. This thing.
I really don't have anywhere to go. Like I'm blind. Like I don't know what's
Yeah.
going on. All I know is that there's a bad guy in front of me.
Yeah.
And even if he moved, he doesn't have a goal. So yeah, he's gonna stay where he is. He's gonna
Hells
And
yeah,
he's-
sounds good.
and he's gonna take more cold damage, or more acid damage actually.
This thing is scary. Yeah, you're gonna take 2d6 acid, so that's 5.
Oof. I am bloodied. That's my
I'm
turn.
gonna use my last legendary to I'm going to attack Davian
With what?
with a psychic orb. I have a range of 120 feet.
I'm gonna use the luck point. You crit miss.
Cool.
I
Yeah,
like it.
doesn't hit.
Which is good because they do a lot of damage.
Yeah, they do.
That's right. Vitalia, that is your turn.
Okie doke. I'm going
Your
to
death powers.
hit this beastie.
Okay. I'm sorry, can you make me a strength saving throw as well?
No.
Okay. You are just on the edge of this, where this ground is like starting to turn into a sinkhole. Ooh. Okay. 11. You literally just make it.
Okay.
You have to like pull your foot out from like where the ground is becoming almost like wet dough. But yeah, you can move as normal.
Okay, that's good. Okay, I'm gonna hit this dude now.
Okay, absolutely hits.
And sneak attack in.
Sneak attack, yeah, absolutely.
Nice.
And I'm going to get Wiz from the grave.
After you deal single attack damage, you can target.
The emissary is not within 30
Too far
feet.
away.
Oh, I
Sorry.
can't. Can I hit the stupid column?
Yeah, you can hit the column. Go for it.
Okay.
That's really smart.
You hit Jim. Just take him out of his misery.
That sounds fun, but I'll hit the column this time.
Okay, what type of damage is this?
Okay, so it's half the number of sneak attack dice for your level
Necrotic.
round up.
Necrotic damage.
Yep.
And
So
it's
three.
so what do I actually roll?
3d6.
3d6.
Cool. This is magical,
Oh,
right?
14.
Oh, nice.
Very
Necrotic
nice.
damage. Yeah.
It's yeah.
Oh, this is necrotic. Okay, great. 14. Got you. The column is still up, but it is not looking good. Okay, that is Vitalia. And Vitalia, you are able to you cut this slithering mouther and this gibbering mouther in half, and you see that it just falls onto the ground. And the ground starts to constitute itself again. Okay.
That's what you get for making me trip and look foolish.
That is my turn. Let me see if I get it back. I do not.
And does she has you have a dodge action, right? Or a bonus action?
I use Whales of the Grave a bonus.
I don't know.
No, it's just a free
Just a
thing.
free thing. So you
Oh
can.
yeah, so you can dodge.
So yeah, dodgy.
Nice.
Okay, great.
Smart.
Let's see.
Dodgy.
I get I have multi-attack. I can make 3 attacks.
Okay.
Don't
So I'm
love
going
that.
to.
You can't see me because I'm in darkness.
I have true sight of 120 feet. 5, 10, 15.
God, it's almost like
20,
he's an elder god from beyond space and time
35,
Weird.
40.
Oh,
that's lived in
One
the
tentacle.
the inky darkness of non-existence for aeons, uncounting.
I'm going to hit. Oh, this
You're
is
out
not
back.
Hadar. I want to be very clear. You are not fighting Hadar.
No,
you are
this is
maybe
just a
fighting
tentacle.
the fingertip of Hadar.
Listen,
If
the
Hadar comes in,
the
everyone
fingertip
dies.
of Hadar has dealing with the same shit that Hadar is. All right.
All right. I'm gonna hit. Who do I want to hit? Just because they're all in a nice little line, I'm gonna hit Jim, Vitalia, and Davian.
I mean, that's not a real line. It's more like a.
He doesn't
Well, they're
follow
all
you.
individual attacks, but you know.
He doesn't follow Euclidean geometry. It's fine.
Yeah.
Let's see. This is
Steve's had a lot
Jim.
of time to think about elder gods.
20 hit.
It might. Hold on.
Is it a ranged attack?
Yeah,
This is a ranged attack. Yeah.
Deflect.
I will deflect it. So yes, it hits. But
Hang on. How do you deflect?
It's a ranged
orb.
attack. He can deflect missiles. Done.
That's true. You know what?
I've got two-
I'll
I have
let you
sun
cut
blades.
this orb in half, dude. Here. So let's see. You're gonna take 32 psychic. Go ahead and roll your deflect missiles.
minus 24.
Ah.
And wait,
Minus
hold on.
24.
Hold on. I have a key point. Oh, I didn't reduce it to 0. Damn it.
Yeah.
I was
Yeah,
gonna say
I
this is
know.
gonna be
Yeah.
the coolest thing that's ever happened. I'm gonna
That would've
baseball
been
bat this
fucking
psychic orb.
insane! Oh my
That would've
god.
been cool.
This fight is
Instead,
so cool.
I'm
Instead-
turning into psychic
I'm
damage.
definitely gonna kill you all, but this fight is so cool. All right, you take 8 damage, Jim. How?
Uh-oh. Uh-oh, did I just crash?
The
Tell me
whole thing
how.
happens, but it happens just in his brain palace up here. He doesn't
Yeah.
do all of that out in the world.
Wow, I just want to hear, Steve. Is there anything
Brain
special?
move.
Crashing.
Oh no, he's